Alrighty, now there's not every day where you would just see weird games pop up out of nowhere and just be on the market. So today we're kind of gonna go over that. In today's video, it's gonna be guys, your boy Fhrxst here, and today we have a very different video. Before we get even into this review, I kind of do miss doing reviews, and also I have something planned very important, and I think a lot of people are gonna like on the channel. It's a really big surprise, so can't wait to share that with you guys really soon. So what you guys are looking in front of you right now is Operation7 Showdown. This is a game that literally went live last night. Wanted to know how I know that is because I literally was up to like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I got bored and I started browsing through the all games category like I usually do because I'm a bum. Psych, that's not the reason why. Sometimes I just get bored and I'm just looking for new things to play. And then I saw Operation7 Showdown, and I've never heard of this game. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard of the original Operation 7 that was on PlayStation 4. If you remember that, you are an OG, because around the time I think I didn't have my PS4 until 2017-18, around that time. So Operation7 Showdown, first off, is a third-person shooter 6v6 where the game mode is basically like demolition. You and your team have to push in and destroy targets A and B, and if you're on the defending team, you defend targets A and B without having the attackers try to destroy it. And this is where vehicles come into play. You can use the vehicles to ram them inside of the objectives, which I thought was pretty cool. And yeah, there's a different wide variety of weapons. It's not that much, but I'm pretty sure that they might be adding some soon. But we'll get into that in a second, as far as my opinion on the game and how I feel about it and whether or not you should give it a try or not. So I think around the time whenever Operation 7 was out, I didn't have the PS4, let alone I think I was still like on PC, so I never truly knew what this game was about. And I started playing this one, and it was very weird at first. I didn't expect a third-person shooter game to kind of feel this way, considering the fact that most third-person shooting games actually do like really nicely in the market. So I saw the trailer, and the trailer looked pretty cool. It didn't look crazy, like it was pretty action-packed, like how most trailers do, but it was enough for you to catch your attention and, you know, at least get you to download the game. So I was like, okay, fuck it, why not? I'm gonna download the game and see how I feel. First game, I'm starting to play, and I noticed that the running mechanics were very clunky, and it didn't feel natural. It didn't feel like as if I was pressing, you know, the button and it, you know, truly not responded, but it didn't truly, you know, react the sort of way how it normally did, like how normal shooters do. So I was very awestruck at that, and I didn't know how to truly feel about that. The sensitivity does take a little bit of getting used to, because you have to tap your L2 to aim down your iron sights or your scope, and if you hold it, that's where you hip fire the weapon. And I don't like the fact that both of those factors are in the game, and if they're going to be in the game, your iron sights button has to be a R3 press or some sort of other button press you can press to make this so much more easier to swap back and forth instead of having to force people to keep the same, you know, button to press for aiming. So whenever you first get into the game, you're introduced with customizing a character, which is very limited. You get to choose between a very buff man or a very buff woman. No other like, I guess, player models to compensate for that, and I'm guessing the reason why they compensated for that is for hitboxes, which I think is pretty fair, so I allowed it. There's only 2 maps. A lot of people thought there was just 1 map. I think there's 2 maps, and I think it's Outpost and Slumville, and they play pretty good, but what I'm not liking is the fact that whenever you do get inside a vehicle, you can run over your teammates, and that's a no bueno, because that can cause for a lot of trolling and a lot of just, just team kill madness. Um, and another thing I don't like is, for some reason, whenever I do shoot someone aiming down sights, some bullets doesn't register, and I'm assuming that's because of bloom, but I don't understand why there'll be bloom whenever you're aiming a gun in iron sights. But other than that, the controls and everything were just pretty meh. There's a shoulder swap button, which is your up button on the D-pad, which I did not like. I feel like they should make that to another button and another, I guess, just input. It's just not fitting. So a lot of people are kind of bashing the game because they just got the game and they expected a AAA title, whenever this company is an indie game company. And whenever I look at an indie game company, I look at the positive outlooks on what it could have. And number one, I'm going to say that the game is damn near 2 gigabytes. We haven't had a 2 gigabyte multiplayer game that looked like this in a while. So I actually give them props for making this game and having it look the way it is, and for its ease of access. I actually give them a lot of props. But which just means, since it's 2 gigabytes, this means a lot of room for improvement. This means overhauls. This means, frequent updates. Maybe there'll be frequent updates. Maybe not. We'll have to see. I'm definitely gonna keep my eye out on this game, but what you're probably seeing right now on the screen is just me sprinting, and that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. I'm telling you, that sprinting, the way it looks, I don't like it. I feel like they should change the movement just a little bit, or just tweak it, because that just looks very uncomfortable. I don't like the 2-hit melee. I understand that it's a melee, but considering the fact that some of the aiming mechanics can barely work in the game, people could just literally abuse that by just sprinting towards you and just keep pressing the R3 button. But other than that, I haven't really truly found a really bad problem about the game, other than the fact that whenever you do get into a car or a four-wheeler, it starts to repeat the same sound effects over and over again, and it kind of gets annoying until you get out of the vehicle, and that's already in itself as annoying. They said this game is supposed to be a competitive 6v6 game, which I can completely understand. They have comms by Vivox, which is pretty impressive, because Vivox is the most known for, the most communications in most games, and with high quality. So I noticed that whenever I started playing, and some of my teammates actually had a high quality mic. That was because of Vivox, so that was actually pretty. That was very eye opener for me. So, other than that, I think the weapons needs a little bit of tuning. As far as damage, I think for damage across the board, they did great with it. But as far as mag size and everything, I was very underwhelmed. The M4 is very good. That's the base gun that you start off with. So you can use the M4, but in this gameplay, I was using the UMP45, which was also a really good gun that I liked using in the game. But like I said, there's definitely a lot of room for improvement in this game. Also, I don't like the narrow spots for vehicles. You'll notice that whenever you're trying to turn in between these sections, that there's a lot of narrow spots, so you're constantly hitting the wall, constantly stopping, and this makes it so much more easier for you to get shot in the cars and everything. But with the right touch, I feel like this game could actually at least get some ground game and get some players playing. And whenever I do a review, I kind of just hope for the best of it for a game. And I haven't done a review in a while, and I don't review a lot of games, and I just review a lot of shooters, and I've just been getting a lot of just praise for it. So I think the people that actually do take the time to watch these reviews and leave their opinions about the game, because I've seen a lot of opinions about people in this game that they truly don't like, and that this game is complete trash. And trust me, I played far much more worse games than this. So honestly, I'd say whenever you get bored, hop into your store, and whenever you do see this game is literally 2 gigabytes. Just give it a try. Maybe you're bored, maybe you will somehow like it, maybe you won't. It'll just be a game on the side that you can just easily delete, and that's completely fine. I'm not sponsored, so I can't say anything. I can't just keep saying positive things about the game. I just know that as for itself right now, it has really good promise. So I'm gonna just let it. I'm gonna just keep it real and just say that the game has promise. A lot of my friends are very competitive, so I know they won't really like this game. That's why I haven't really said anything about this game, because it was just one of those games where I was just like, oh, I'm gonna just try it out. I'm just really bored. There's nothing really to play, so I figured I'd just try it out. But maybe, hey, maybe you guys will like it. Maybe you guys will probably stick around and see what the updates will bring and see what they're gonna do. As far as I'm concerned, I haven't really seen a really hard money grab cache, considering the fact that the base weapon you get is pretty damn good, and the attachments that you get with the weapons, they automatically come with the weapon. You don't have to pay for the attachments. So I thought that was pretty good, because a lot of games with the little rental service, because this game does have the little rental service where you can rent a weapon, or you could get lucky and get it in the mail, and then you can rent the weapon, and you'll just get it for the day or whatever, which I don't really like. So hopefully, I'm not saying they're going to remove it, but maybe when they add in a couple of guns, maybe whenever they add supply drops or whatever the hell they're going to be adding, give you a shot at those weapons that look really good cosmetic wise, and you can get as well. But as for far to say, this has been one really weird game that's popped up out of literally nowhere, and quite a good couple of players are playing it as we speak, including myself. I, for some reason, am not hooked on the game, but I have nothing really else to do, and this game is actually kind of satisfying to play a little bit at points. So I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this little mini weirdish review of this, very short game. There's not really much ground game to cover. I have to play a little bit more of it to truly understand if there's any like crazy glitches or anything crazy out there for me to watch out for. And let me guys know what you think. Maybe you've already tried it. Maybe you already have an opinion. You don't feel like playing anything else. You're fine with the games you're playing. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this game. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. And yeah, don't forget, big surprise coming up soon. Can't wait to show it to you guys. And as always, peace.